What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel, where today's video is going to be all about this cooler.
You guys might think that we're trying to sell something, get a sponsorship, but you could not be more wrong. We're actually here to solve a mystery.
And that mystery is how YAK Motley's Igloo cooler ended up in my backyard. Let's go check it out.
Came over here and found my cooler. Brant's done stole one. He slipped in my neighborhood one day and stole a cooler.
Record, we might be at my house, but that is Brant's, or maybe it's Jack's cooler that Brant stole.
It's made around the neighborhood.
I mean, it's at my house, but I did not take it.
Oh, check this out. Ron John surf sticker, because I got the Ron John hat from Cocoa Beach.
He may be right.
Got the Yeti sticker. And the Happy Art Tour. What do you got to say about that?
Dude, I'm not saying it's not your cooler. I'm just saying Brant brought it here.
Somehow it ended up in my garage.
As soon as we got finished filming that episode, we decided we had to figure out how in the world YAK Motley's cooler ended up on our back deck.
And prove that we did not take that cooler.
Exactly, because YAK Motley found his cooler on my deck, and we were not the one that took it, but it definitely didn't look good. So we decided right then to go back and figure it out.
Mm-hmm. And to really understand how this cooler came about on our deck, we have to go all the way back to see where the cooler first made its appearance back in 2019 on YAK's channel.
Let's check that out.
BMX 25 compared to the Yeti 20, and yours truly, Old Red.
So as you can see from that clip, Jack had possession of said cooler back in June of 2019.
Igloo sent him the coolers to try out in that video right there.
And he had possession of that said cooler all the way until September 10th of 2020.
And here's how we know that. If you guys remember back, Brant went over to Jack's house to film a catch and cook blue crab video in Jack's backyard. Now, as you can see in this following clip, the Igloo cooler was still sitting in the back shed at YAK Motley's house. Check it out.
Driver party right here.
Stop. Right there. You see, on September 10th, just like Sarah said, the cooler is still in YAK Motley's possession, sitting on the shelf in his shed. Now, don't be too quick to jump to conclusions. I understand this is the first time the cooler has made an appearance in an Angler Up video. However, there is video evidence showing that the cooler was still in Jack's possession following September 10th. Fast forward to October 8th, 2020, and the boys were out on the jetty. That was Jack, Bama Beach Bum, and Brant out on the jetties together, which leads to one of Sarah's theories about good old Bama Beach Bum.
What you think, dude?
It was, I mean, I had fun.
That was fun.
I caught a lot of fish.
I did too.
So I initially thought that Bama Beach Bum was the one that stole the cooler from the beginning. Good old boy turned bad. I mean, who doesn't want to see that?
Poor Matthew getting thrown under the bus. And then I had to explain that, to my knowledge, I don't think Matthew has ever even been to Brant's house, which was ultimately where the cooler...
we saw together in the video.
We did, but I'm pretty sure it was not Matthew, because the cooler that Sarah thought Matthew had was actually Matthew's bait well, not the Igloo. Next, we're going to fast forward to November 1st, which is right around the time that I started working with Brant, which kind of made me a little suspicious, too, of myself. But I knew I didn't end up having the cooler.
No, you would never take somebody's cooler, ever.
Not intentionally, but, I mean, it did end up on our deck. But still, on November 1st, in this video, it is the very first time that we see the Igloo cooler in Brant's possession without YAK Motley being there. You guys check it out.
Go. There you go. Let's go. Get on out of here. Cool, cool. We're catching the fish this morning, just not anything giant.
So there has been so many theories about this cooler running through our head ever since it ended up on our deck.
And we put some thought into this and some time doing this research.
I really honestly thought it was going to be Beach Bum, just because, you know, good old boy turned bad. That would have been a really cool twist in the story.
And we also gave a second thought to it might have been Robert Biggerstaff, because Biggerstaff's always getting into stuff out there with Jack, filming how-to videos, how to make money, how to back up a dump trailer. It would have been real easy for YAK Motley to have thrown some old Busch Lights in the Igloo cooler, threw them in the back of Biggerstaff's truck. And then the next time Brant was around, Biggerstaff dropped the cooler in there, and that's how it ended up in Brant's garage. But we couldn't find any evidence of that whatsoever.
None. So I even thought that Samantha got rid of the cooler so that they would have less coolers. I mean, you guys saw how happy she was when the handle broke off Old Red.
She did. Let's roll that clip just in case you guys have forgotten.
Oh, thank God.
Old Red just died.
Thank goodness. Get rid of that.
No!
We got a pretty Yeti at the camp right now.
What we've established so far is that the cooler ended up in Brant's garage, and Brant ended up bringing the cooler over here with Pompano in it, and we all know how that day turned out. He found me walking on the side of the road with my one wheel with the cooler in tow where he had caught some pompano that day, and then we took the pompano out, cleaned them, but left the fish water in, and the cooler may or may not have gotten a little nasty.
Oh, that was so gross. I don't think I've ever cleaned anything that disgusting in my life.
And this was shortly after I had the bait well incident, so my stomach just couldn't handle anymore. So Sarah actually cleaned out the cooler for us. And here's what that little clip looked like.
But in the spirit of like transparency, I just want you to know that there was fish in that. And I don't know if I can handle stink again this week, so I'm gonna have to let you do it. I'm sorry.
Got a pretty decent, strong stomach. I could probably do this.
Fire on it, girl.
No, no.
Where are you going?
That is disgusting.
It's just water. There's not
fishy water, like ranky.
Is there they didn't leave a fish in there, did we?
No, but it's like murky.
Careful. All right, so we got the water dumped out, and now Sarah is going to spray clean yak. Be careful and don't take the stickers off the end. I think those are like really important to him.
No, but I got the power wash. So this
yeah, so if you guys saw this is actually a pretty cool thing. Not sponsored, by the way. But Dawn Power Wash, like you spray it on your dishes before you wash them, and it actually works really well. We bought it on accident. In all honesty, she bought the refill thinking it was regular Dawn dish detergent, and it was not.
And it seriously does still stink. This might take like 4 or 5 like washes.
I just couldn't handle anything else this week. Completely messing with my nostrils. Now we have established at this point how that cooler became into Brant's possession, but first we wanted to take a moment and get Jack Motley his cooler back, and if one of your theories is correct, maybe upset Samantha just a little bit with this next clip. You guys check it out.
So we got this all cleaned up for you.
Oh, awesome.
And, you know, we solved the mystery of how it ended up at our house.
How does
you know, we had to give it to its rightful owner.
Oh, thanks. Thanks. Was it Brant?
So this whole video has been about the mystery of Jack's new igloo cooler, which we found out
Old igloo cooler.
Jack actually left in the back of Brant's truck, and that is how Brant ended up with it and ultimately ended up on my back deck. However, even though I was not responsible, I did want to get you a little something to give you to make up for your cooler being gone. So I stopped, and I know you're gonna appreciate this because I got you a brand spanking new
Oh no!
Old Red.
Old Red. So to get wild, y'all.
I know Old Red got retired because you broke the handle off, so I went and bought you a brand new Old Red.
New version, Old Red.
There you go.
Awesome. I appreciate it.
Not a problem. All right, guys, so it is time to answer the question of the hour. How did that cooler end up in Brant's possession, which ultimately led to it being on my back deck when Jack Motley showed up? And here's what we concluded. After hours and hours of watching videos, which we really did, guys, because we really wanted to figure this out, we have come to the conclusion that on October 8th, when Brant and Jack loaded up to head out to the jetties to meet Bama Beach Bum, Jack Motley put the igloo cooler in the back of Brant's truck to bring home his catches of the day, and then didn't end up fishing because he didn't have a fishing license, therefore did not catch anything, and merely forgot the cooler in the back of Brant's truck when they got home, and that's how it ended up in Brant's possession.
So as you can see, this is just a good old case of lost and forgotten.
In all seriousness, guys, we had a lot of fun putting this little video together with you guys. And we got to go back and check out some old Yak Motley and Angler Up videos, which is always a good time.
Oh, they were great. There was videos that I had never seen before, so it was really cool to actually go back and watch them for the first time.
And we've had a blast working with those guys all winter and can't wait to see what we're going to get into this summer. We got a lot of things on the books.
This summer's going to be awesome.
A lot of stuff scheduled, and it's going to be a great summer of filming and fishing and just all-around adventures. And we are so happy that you guys are along for the ride with with us.
Order in the cart.
I hope you guys enjoyed that video. We cannot thank you enough for tuning in with us each and every week for all of these adventures. Make sure you leave a comment down below and let us know what you thought about this episode. We'd really like to hear from you. And if you're new here, we would love it if you'd take a moment and smash that subscribe button. I hope each and every one of you has a great week, and we can't wait to see you on the next one. Y'all take care, and we'll see you soon.